Hello, everybody. I've got the giggles again. As soon as Richard says you're live, I start getting the giggles. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let us know, because we're having some issues with the sound, but hopefully you can hear me okay, because I'm on my phone, not my laptop. And what I'm here for, I'll explain what I do before we say hellos, because we'll say hellos in a minute. So what we're doing is streaming to YouTube and Facebook. So if anybody wants to go on YouTube for a chat, that's what they normally do on YouTube. They have a nice little chat. And Terry's on there as well. She's admin. So if you want to ask any questions, go to Terry and ask Terry. And in the background is Richard, who is in my ear, who is a producer of SPTV. So if you see me looking a bit blank, or more blank than usual, it's because I'm listening to Richard in my ear hole. So what we're going to do then is a bit of mediumship. That's all I do, is mediumship, just pure mediumship, no ship, not reading the cards or anything like that. So it's mediumship, and it's all about communicating with your loved ones and your friends in the spirit world, and that's what I do. I just repeat whatever they say. So whatever they give me, I'll just give it to you direct. And how we go about choosing people, I don't actually choose people. It's spirit that tell me where to go. Usually they will give a name, or usually we will give the information, and we'll work out where we are. Now, what we'll say is, if it's information, if we give all the information and you can take it, what we'll ask for is for you to tap up on Messenger, on the thing, on the Messenger. Hiya, Terry. That you can take it, but we need you to take almost all of it. I don't mind if you're missing a few little bits, but I will know usually who I go to. But you've got to take most of the information that we give you. All right. Also, bear in mind that Richard is putting all the messages on the screen. I don't have anything to do with the messages. I don't see them until Richard puts them on the screen. So I'm not being rude. If you tap up and say hello, and I don't get it, or I don't see your message, I'm not being rude. It's just that I don't see it, unless Richard puts it up. But I do look at all the messages after. So you may find, like tomorrow, that I'll message you or just put a thumbs up to acknowledge that you've said hello to me. Anything else? Just bear in mind that I will just give, like I say, I'll just give whatever I get. All right. So take it on board. Go back to your relatives and ask them if you don't understand the information, because I dare say you won't understand everything. So you'll need to go and check it out. And also bear in mind that when spirit talk to you, they will involve the rest of your family as well. So don't just take the message for yourself, because sometimes spirit will want you to be the messenger and pass the message on to the rest of your family. And that's about it. I'll explain any more I have to when I go along, but we'll say a few hellos and then we'll get on with it, because I've got a lovely dad here that's standing by nice and right next to me. I've got a lovely dad already ready to work. Okay. Hiya, Terry. That's Terry. Terry's admin. So if anybody wants to speak to Terry, nip over to YouTube and ask her any questions. Hiya, Ben. Ben's a regular with his lovely picture there. Isn't that lovely? A little girl. Oh, I had a lovely, I must tell you this, because I was well chuffed, because I've had a few, the last month has been a bit rough for me because I've lost a couple of people. And I went shopping today, and I was just in the middle of Tesco's, just feeling a bit sorry for myself, you know what I mean? And I was just standing there, and there was this lovely lady with this little boy, a little Down syndrome boy. And he turned round, run to me and give me this massive hug. I was nearly crying. I just sort of, I don't know why I've got to tell you that, but I thought, oh, it was lovely. A lovely little lad come up to me and give me a hug. That's what I needed. Yeah, I obviously knew that I needed this hug, this little lad. Oh, it's gorgeous. But I thought, oh, that is just what I need, loads of hugs. So send me some hugs. That'd be nice. Tell you, Tracy. Yeah, about time I'm back, isn't it? I'm ready to work. Hiya, Terry. Thank you, Terry. May. Hiya, May from Norway. I was going to say I haven't seen you before, May, I don't think. You must be new, or you're new to me. Hiya, Colleen. Colleen's a regular as well. Ooh, I'm ready to start. Hiya, Tammy. Tammy from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh. Is that USA? Is it Yeah, is that USA, Tammy? Oh yeah, if you're brand new, tell us where you're from. We like to know where you're from because we like to know how far we're reaching. Hiya, Tiffany. I want to call you Tiff for some unknown reason. Hiya, Tiff. Bugs, you've had a haircut. Yeah, I have had a bit of a trim. Mind you, it's going to look a mess in a minute because I'm really hot at the moment. So if you see me like going like this, I'm just a bit hot. Hiya, Krish. How are you? Krish is a regular. Krish is very uplifting, aren't you, Krish? I find you very uplifting. Hiya, Natalie Bentley on Facebook. So there's a few of you on. Some I recognise, some I don't. So hopefully there's a few new people. Hiya, Tracy, South Wales. Tracy Brown, I've seen you before, haven't I, Tracy? Heather. Oh, there's a lot from USA, isn't there? There's a lot from USA. USA, sorry. I'm getting my words mixed up because I think I'm ready to go in a minute. Hiya, Louise Amanda. I haven't seen you. Bonnie Scotland. Hello, Tracy F. Oh, Stacey. Sorry. Do you know, I go a bit mad after a little bit and I can't read or anything. It's because I'm relying on spirit to tell me what to say. Hiya, Tiffany from Salem, Oregon. Salem, Oregon. New here from Malta. Alison. Hiya, Alison. Oh, I'll come to Alison. This is where we're going to start. Let's go straight to Alison. I've got a dad here, but he's waiting. This is not for you, Alison. I've got a lovely nan that's zoomed straight in for Alison here. So Alison in Malta. So as we're talking to you then, if you can just acknowledge that you're still there, because if we find that you're not typing back, we'll think you've disappeared and we'll move on. So just acknowledge to Richard that you're still there. And when you say yes to anything, please put yes what you're saying yes to. So yes, I can take a dad. Yes, I can take an nan. Don't just put yes because we don't know what you're saying yes to. But anyway, as I say, Alison, a lovely nan coming through on your mum's side. She's telling me she's on your mum's side, and the first thing she's talking about, Alison, is there's a lot of changes. There's a lot of changes. So there's this. She's doing this, Alison, as she's talking to me. There's a lot of changes coming up around Alison. So watch your step, she's saying. Watch your step. You're going to be a little bit confused. I don't know why she's saying that. But all these choices, she's talking about all these choices that are going on around you, Alison. So watch for that. She's just said to me, new beginnings, Alison. So there's new beginnings coming up for you. She's just said to me that she's talking about you being in a bit of a rut, Alison. That's what she's just said to me. She's in a bit of a rut. She's a bit confused, but it's all to do with work. She's talking about your work life, Alison. So she's talking about new changes, and she's also bringing in some studying. She's saying, I'm going to bring in some studying. She won't like that. She won't like that, she's saying. But I'm bringing in the studying, but she's going to have to concentrate. This is your nan saying that. She's going to have to concentrate a bit, and she's going to have to work out your calendar, Alison. So it's like you're working out your calendar. I can see you marking off dates. But she's also talking about this relationship, but she's also talking about this calendar. And what she's doing is there's dates on this calendar that she's crossing through as if they're not going to be she's talking about not going to be of any relevance to you anymore. So she's crossing off old dates, and she's putting in new ones. Okay, so there's a lot of changes. She's just said to me, there's some more money coming in, Alison, more money coming in. But it's like you're keeping it for yourself. You're not having to spread it around so much. So there's a lot more money coming in for you to spend, she's saying. She's just said to me, more on cake. So I don't know if it's you that likes a cake, but she's talking about spending more on cake for yourself, she's saying. Okay. She's just said to me, somebody needs to cut down on the coffee. Somebody's drinking quite a lot of coffee and it's quite strong, but they just need to cut down a little bit as well. Crikey. She's been listening to a conversation recently about somebody's been talking about a Ferrari. I don't know if they'd like one or they just love they love cars, but she's been listening to this conversation where somebody has mentioned a Ferrari car, she's saying. Just said to me, I was listening, she's saying. She wants to give you a tutu, you know, a ballet tutu, Alison. She wants me to give you one of those. I don't know whether she means that it's somebody used to wear one, so I don't know if they went dancing or they just paraded themselves around in a little tutu, but she's talking about that, so she's got a memory of that as well. You're hearing things, Alison, she's saying. You're hearing things like so I don't know what it is you're hearing, but your nan is acknowledging the fact that you are hearing. So you're hearing things from spirit, okay? What your nan has got with her in spirit, a Westie dog, a Westie Highland dog. So somebody had one of those, but she's bringing a dog with her. She says that you've been talking to her. That's why she wants to pop through, she says, and okay. And acknowledge that you've been sending your prayers to her. That's why she's coming through. Okay, just to acknowledge that she's listening to you. Thank you for your prayers. Your prayers are being answered, she's saying. Okay, your prayers are being answered. She's just said to me, we're on it. So Spirit have listened to whatever you're sending up there, Alison, and they're on it. Quick message for you, but she just wants to acknowledge that, hang on a minute. She just wants to acknowledge that she's around you. I don't know what's going on, Alison, here. She's just showing me somebody that jumped from a high building, but I don't know what she means, because I've got somebody jumping from a high building and then she's put a parachute on them. So I don't know whether it's symbolic, whether you can take it symbolically, or somebody done like a charity thing where they jumped off a building or something like. It's nothing bad, but there's something to do with somebody jumping off a building, and there's a parachute there. I'll have to leave that with you because she's not explaining herself. You know, when you say to me, tell her that I miss her, but you can do that yourself. You don't need me to tell you or to speak to your loved ones. Just do it, because she does hear what you say. So just keep talking to her and she'll hear you. Okay, watch for things moving. All right, that's how she'll play you up, she says, when we watch for things moving. All right, watch for that. She's going now, Alison. Okay, so I hope that was okay for you. Just keep talking to her. She will show herself or let you know she's around. Okay, butterflies as well I need to give you. Okay, butterflies. So I'll leave her love with you, Alison. Okay. Right, I've got a lovely dad here. Who are you talking about? I've got a lovely dad here that's talking about, he's linked nicely with the butterfly theme, because he's talking about a child. Hiya, Carolyn. A lovely dad that's talking about a child down here that loves butterflies. And at one point, they must have had a butterfly. Hiya, Janice Clacton. A lovely dad that's talking about a child down here that once had a butterfly type quilt cover or something. Hello, Ian, how are you? I haven't seen you for ages. Yeah, so if anybody's got a dad in spirit with a youngster around them that once had this lovely butterfly quilt, so it's his granddaughter, actually. He's talking about his granddaughter that had a oh, that's nice, Alison. That's good. Yeah, a granddaughter belonging to this lovely dad in spirit that had this lovely butterfly quilt, and he's talking about his granddaughter being very girly, and she's got the granddaughter must, you know, you can make these necklaces out of beads, because he's showing me about making necklaces out of beads as well. So he's talking to me about that as well. So if anybody can take him, he connects with the name John. I think his name's John. He's just shouted at me, John. So he connects with the name John as well. So I want a dad in spirit with a grandchild down here that loves the butterflies, but also loves pretty little things as well, pretty little things, and also likes a bit of dancing as well. He's talking to me about dancing as well. But he's looking for a lady here. So he's looking for his daughter, I think, here, that's on here somewhere. He's lovely. He's a bit of a joker as well. So he likes a bit of a laugh as well. And he's talking about somebody that, you know, you can get that stain for your lips, He's talking about somebody that stained their lips or likes to wear, okay, hold on, Charlotte, who likes to put stain on their lips instead of lipstick. Do you do that, Charlotte? Because he's talking to me about that. He's obviously been watching that as well. Let's have a look. My girls say the white butterflies on my dad, butterflies on the walls. Used to have a butterfly bedding set, Johnny's uncle and cousin. Now, this is a dad, Terry, because he shouted at me, I'm a dad. So if anybody could take this, let me know. But he's talking about this red stain lipstick as well. He's also talking about an uncle in spirit. So he has got an uncle with him as well. So he's got an uncle in spirit as well. And there are 2 babies in spirit as well, because he's got 2 babies. John has also got his mum in spirit with him as well. So you've got your nan in spirit as well. All right, he's talking about that. Oh, hang on a minute. Butterflies on the walls. Used to have butter. My granddaughter makes things with these. So there's quite a few. Bear in mind while poor old Richard taps away with the messages and we try and work out who this is for. Okay. Oh, was that Lady Bernadette, was it? Before Terry. Did I see Bernadette? Let's have a look. Andrea, my granddaughter makes grandfather John. Hang on a minute. Oh, right, okay then. There are 2, like he says. Yeah, sorry, Terry. No, this is Dad, John. So butterflies. Most of this, my granddad was called John Colleen. No, I don't know. You know what I'm more drawn to? That other lady. Let's have a look. John. No. Not John. Healing videos. What was the other lady's name? Andrea. Granddaughter makes things with beads. Now, the thing is, Andrea, I want John's granddaughter because he's talking about his granddaughter. Okay, he's talking about his granddaughter. That's who he's talking about, with the butterflies, the butterfly quilts, the bead making, the dancing, a proper little girly, that type of thing. Also, anything else? The month of August will mean something as well. This could be my mum's biology. I didn't know him, but well, lip stain. Yeah, the lip stain. Oh, come on, I'm getting mixed up. Is it not Millie B? Not Millie B. Who do you want? My granddad, not John. His name Tommy. His friend John. No. See, I'm talking to John here. So, all right then. Hang on then, Andrea, because you've got to have him. He's definitely John because he told me his name was John and he is a dad. Okay. Nope, not Rebecca. Let's go with the other lady. Oh, Andrea, let's go with you, Andrea. I'm going to come with you because I feel a bit drawn to you. So you'll soon know if I'm not with you. But he's talking, Andrea, also about, oh, you need some healing apparently as well. You need some healing. He's gone directly to your back. So it's like, you know, you're bending your back or you've strained your back or something. So they're sending you healing as well, Andrea. All right. And he's also talking about a connection to Triumph. Okay, so I don't know if he means Triumph Motor Car or Triumph Factory, but he's just given me the Triumph connection as well. All right. There's a new baby coming around you. Apparently somebody's pregnant at the moment, Andrea. And he's just said to me, oh, there's a new baby coming. And you, Andrea, you've got healing in your hands. Do you know that? I don't know whether you've been told, but this dad has told me that you've got healing in your hands as well. And he's actually gone to put your hands on your bad back so you can give yourself healing as well. He's turned around and put your hands on your back. So make note of that. The name Charlie from Spirit means something to you as well. The name Charlie will mean something. And also the surname Simpson with a P, he's just said to me. So remember the name's Charlie and the surname Simpson will mean something to you. Okay. He's just said to me, oh, there's a house move. There's a house move coming up. He says, somebody wants a house move. In fact, it's changed. He's just said to me, somebody's longing for a house move. And he's just said to me, it will happen when it happens. Okay, it will happen when it happens. So what's for the house move? Apparently you will be helping as well, Andrea, because I've got you packing boxes. So what's for the house move? He's aware of that as well. He's just said to me that somebody likes milkshakes around you, Andrea. Somebody likes milkshakes. Apparently somebody well, he's going through, first of all, he said banana, and then he said strawberry. So he's just mentioning the fact that he knows of somebody that likes milkshakes around here as well. The name Sandra will mean something. Apparently Sandra's down here, and he says that Sandra needs a little bit of healing. He's just said to me, she's going through it. She's going through it. So watch out for Sandra when you find out who that is. I'm getting, as I'm standing here, Andrea, I'm getting pins and needles in my feet. So I don't know whether he's trying to put that on me because you get it, but he's talking about pins and needles in somebody's toes. It's mainly in the toes. He's just bringing that in. So somebody suffers with pins and needles somewhere as well. Maureen from Spirit wants to be remembered as well. Maureen. And a lady in Spirit that passed with breast cancer also wants to say hello to you as well. I don't know whether I give you Charlie before, I can't remember, but Charlie wants to come in and say hello to you. All these, he's just made me say, all these people want to come forward and say hello to you, to let you know that they're around. You know what, I thought he was going to give me an ivory wedding dress, but he's changed it. He's just said an ivory nightie or an ivory dressing gown. I don't know what he means by that. Ivory coloured dressing gown or night dress or something. Hold on a minute. Oh, he's just said there's some connection, Andrea, with somebody that bought a very old fashioned ivory, like Victorian, like long night dress or something like that, Andrea, and he wants to bring that memory back to you. The name Helen from down here, watch for Helen, he's saying, watch for Helen, bit of news around Helen. Keep on talking to me because he tells me that you've been speaking to him and he's been mentioned in conversation recently as well. And he's just come to acknowledge the fact that he's heard his name mentioned. You do it, he wants me to, he's going to go in a minute. He wants me to stick my thumbs up and say, you're doing a good job, Andrea, you're doing a good job. So there's something around you that you're not very confident with, or you don't feel as though you're very confident in doing. And he's talking about you're doing a good job, you're doing a good job. Oh, I've been bit, but this is Spirit doing this to me. He's just, somebody's just, well, something has just bit me on my ankle. It's like a mosquito or something like that. And he's put that on my ankle. So somebody has been suffering with them. He keeps going like this, you know, as you go out and you just keep doing this with all these little flies or whatever are about. One's just bit me on my foot and somebody keeps doing this. He's obviously watching them. Okay. What wants me to give you the name Charlotte before he goes as well. Okay. But he's going now. He's bringing you, he's just said to me, can you bring her lots of love, lots of love? And that's what he's doing, blowing you kisses, bringing you lots of love. Keep talking to me, he says. I'm here. All right, I'm listening, he says. Okay. Take care. That's his final words. Take care, he says. Okay. Bye-bye. Wants me to wave like this to you. So I'm going now, Andrea. I hope that was okay for you. Okay. I've got, if anybody's online, please share if you don't mind. Share away. We like to get around a little bit because we are all free, and so we try and get around to everybody. It's all right, I'm half talking to somebody here, so I'm a bit miles away. Hiya, Tracy. I've got somebody's son here, but I'm just trying to get a little bit of information from him. Hello from Canada, Susan Dick. Hello from Canada, new here. Oh, that's nice. How did you find us, Susan? I've got a lovely lad here who's he's somebody's son on here. He's given me the name Mark. So if anybody's got a lad in Spirit called Mark, let me know. My mom, he's looking for his mom. Okay. So if there's a mom on here that's got a lovely Mark in Spirit, let me know. Mark, he's just said it might be his middle name. The Mark is connected. It's either his first name or his middle, because he keeps going to his middle name for some unknown reason. So if anybody on here has got a lad in Spirit called Mark, let me know. Or if his mom isn't on here, but you know his mom and you know of his son, a son that's in Spirit, let me know as well, because he's got a message. Hiya, Lisa. Alfie Munns from UK. Yeah, so lovely lad, Mark. Looking for his mom on here, he says. Mark's actually got his nan with him as well. So he's telling me his nan met him in Spirit. So Mark has got his nan here as well. He's just talking about what's going on down here at the moment, because there's a lot going on around his family. And he's talking about, I just wanted to pop in and say I'm around. So he's obviously been mentioned down here, and Mark wants to pop in and say I'm around as well. Hello, Elise. Good day from Australia. So I don't know if anyone's taken him so far. It don't look like it, but nothing yet. So Mark, a lad, I'll put him to one side then. I'll park Mark. He won't mind until I'll probably mention him later on. So I'm looking for somebody, a mom that can take Mark in spirit. Dad's Mark in spirit and Nana in spirit is Mark. Danya, is that son, is it? My son would be nearly 6 now, and Dad's Mark in spirit and Nana in spirit as well. Let me give you a bit more, Daniela, because I don't want to make it fit. I just want to make sure I'm with you. But he's talking about it would be nearly 6 and Dad's Mark. So it could come with his dad or your dad, couldn't he? Let's see what Mark has to say. He's talking about a lot going on around you, Daniela. Can you understand a lot going on around you? Busy, busy, busy. He says busy, busy, busy. And for some reason, he's gone straight into song and he's singing The Hills Are Alive with the sound of music. So that song, okay, means something. Okay, The Hills Are Alive with the sound of music. If this is for you then, Daniela, the link to Wales, there is a link to Wales as well. Okay, my brother is Mark here as well. Okay, so there's a link to Wales as well. All right, there's a link there. Also, he wants to talk about Tennessee as well. No, Kelly, I'm more drawn to the other lady at the moment, but we'll see how much she can take. The link to Tennessee as well that he's talking about, Mark is talking about, the link to Tennessee in America. So there's going to be that kind of link as well. He's also talking to me about parachute jumps. Okay, my dad sang when he passed, and yes, my first holiday with, okay, stick with you then, Daniela. He's talking to me about parachute jumps, and he's talking about somebody that's going to be doing a like a charity parachute jump. So watch for that. But it's just made me say to you, Daniela, do you know that we've got a connection with the RAF? Daniela, that's his words. Do you know we've got a connection with the RAF? And I think it's going back in spirit that he's talking about as well. He's just said to me, somebody needs a bigger jewelry box. Okay, somebody needs a bigger jewelry box, and it's obviously because they've got too much jewelry down here. And he's having a bit of a giggle. Now, the lad in spirit, the youngster in spirit, is around you quite a lot, Daniela. So I'd watch for things being moved around, especially like he's talking about moving little car toys. Okay, watch for it. It'll come up, Daniela. Don't worry about it. It'll come. Watch for little toy cars or something like that being moved on the floor, or balls as well. If you dropped a ball on the floor, watch for the ball being played with around you. Okay, just to let you know that he's around. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the month of September means something to you. So that'll be an anniversary, birthday, or a passing. And also February will mean something to you as well. He's bringing that in as well. Don't put yourself down, they've just said to me, Daniela. Don't keep putting yourself down. You need a bit of confidence building. He's almost putting his hand under your chin to lift your head up a little bit, because he's talking about confidence building in yourself. So watch for that. There's also something going on around Tracy down here. So wherever Tracy is down here, he's talking about her. He's just said to me, oh, watch for Tracy down here. Okay, something interesting going on around her when you find out who she is. 2 babies from your family have gone to spirit as well. Okay, there he's talking about, he's just saying the babies are here, And also there is actually a twin link in your family. I don't know if you're aware of it, but there is actually a twin link as well. Also, August means something to you as well. He's talking about August, and he's bringing in, changes around you, Daniela, changes. All right, so changes in, hang on a minute. Changes in your personal life and also in your working life, he's saying. And he's talking about you'll be concentrating on your personal life first. So kind of put that first. But there's going to be changes coming up. There are nice changes. He's talking to me about nice changes as well. And before he goes, he's just talking about, you know, when people wear like trench coats or coats with a long belt around them. He's talking about somebody that's got this belt and it's undone and it's almost like it's dragging on the floor, and he's bothered about it getting caught in something. Okay, so getting caught in, like, I mean, he's actually showing me it, getting caught in an escalator. So just be aware of loose belts, unless it's happened in the past and he's bringing that up. But just be aware of things getting caught. All right, belts getting caught. Okay, anything else? Just wants, just come to let you know he's okay. He's just saying, this is a little lad. Just come to let you know I'm okay. Now, I don't know if you're aware already, but he likes cricket. He's come with a cricket ball. He's actually holding a lovely red cricket ball. So whether he liked it down here or he's doing it while he's in spirit, or he's playing here with a cricket ball and he wants to throw you this cricket ball. All right, so be aware of that. Oh, hang on. Before he goes, you've been looking at a photograph of him, or a photograph has changed, whether it's got a new frame or something like that. It's been moved. It's been adjusted. Somebody has adjusted a picture of him recently as well, and he's just acknowledging that he's been watching. He knows what's going on. Okay, anything else? The name, before I go, the name Laurel will mean something to you as well. So watch for the name Laurel coming in. They're just sending the love. They just want to go like this with you. They're blowing loads of kisses, all right, at you. So just keep talking to them. Okay, putting a nice angel around you as well. So just keep talking to them, all right, and I'm sure they'll show you that they're around, all right, blowing your kisses. So I hope that was okay for you. Heather. Right, I'm on to somebody new now. Okay. I've got a lovely lady in spirit called, oh no, hang on. This is for Heather. Have you got a Heather on here, Richard? Have we got somebody called Heather on here? I got that wrong then. Heather, hang on a minute, Heather. I've got a lovely lady here that's just shouted at me, Heather. And I said, oh, is that your name? She says, no, I need to speak to somebody here, she's saying. So this is a nan, I think, for you, Heather. She's an older lady. So she's talking about being nan, okay, that's coming through for you. Oh, you've been shedding tears, Heather. She's talking about tears being shed. And that's why she's come through. She's just said to me, you've been a bit upset. And she's just come to give you, her words are, I just want to give her a little bit of love, and that's why she's coming around. She's using an old-fashioned word, Heather. I don't know how old you are. If that's you in your picture, you look quite young. Mollycoddling. She wants to mollycoddle you, which is basically she wants to look after you and wants to give you a big cuddle. So you obviously need some love at the moment. That's why this lady's come around you. She's talking about, she's been mentioned. That's why she's come through. And she says somebody has actually been looking at photographs of her recently as well. All right, so she's acknowledging being around while somebody's been looking at photographs. She's just changed the subject totally now. She's just said to me, there is somebody in the family that is, her words, is an avid collector of magazines. Okay, so someone she knows as being an avid collector of magazines, and she's just putting that out there to you. She wants to link you with Australia, Brisbane. If I said that right, she's linking you to Brisbane in Australia. So watch for that link there. There's some sort of communication going backwards and forwards. All right, so there's going to be a link there. All right, so watch for that. Grandma's come through a lot, Heather, because they're very protective and they're very loving, aren't they? She's also talking about a relationship around you, Heather, that's having a few issues. She's just on about that to me at the moment. No, nothing major, but she's just acknowledging the fact that this relationship around you is having a few issues. She's also, you'll find out, don't worry, they'll give you stuff that you've got to find out as well. She's also talking about swimming lessons. I've been watching somebody talking about swimming lessons, she says. So wait for that to come up as well. Obviously, somebody's been talking about those as well. Okay. But singing that again. The hills are alive with the sound of music. And I'm saying you're singing that as well. Well, she's saying, now she's singing the hills are alive with the sound of music because she's talking about somebody who's got a very, she's describing it as a very operatic voice. So somebody's got quite a high-pitched voice, and she's having a little bit of a giggle as well. She's talking about that. She's talking about Rosie here. So I don't know if you know who Rosie is, but when you find out there's something going on about Rosie, nothing bad, but she wants to acknowledge Rosie down here. And she's talking about, she's heard the discussion over a dog. Somebody wants a new dog, and that's exactly what she said. Somebody wants a new dog, but they can't make up their mind. They can't make up their mind. There's some kind of dispute over a big dog or a little dog, a big dog or a little dog. It's like somebody wants one of those handbag dogs and somebody wants a big Alsatian or something. Your nan's been listening to that. There will be a house, it's making me point at you, there will be a house move for you, she's saying, but not quite yet. She's saying not quite yet, but there will be a house move for you. The month of July will mean something. She's talking about 2 dates in July mean something as well. And also August will mean something to you as well. And she's also bringing in somebody around you. Okay, there's somebody around you, Heather, that there's going to be talk of IVF treatment around you. So maybe on a friend link or something like that she's bringing in. So she's just saying, I'm listening to all these conversations. That's what she's doing. I just want to let you know I'm still around, she's saying. I just want you to let you know I'm still around. Okay, anything else? Bert in spirit also wants to say hello. And also Arthur wants to say hello as well. For some reason, she wants me to give you Gremlins. I know there's a film, isn't there, or something? There's a film called Gremlins or something, Heather, and your nan wants me to shout out Gremlins to you, and she's having a bit of a giggle about it, so she finds it funny. But so there's all these gremlins running all over the place. But she's just giving you a bit of a giggle, I think. Okay. Somebody, she says, suffers with a lot of indigestion at the moment, she's saying. All right, just acknowledging that. She's not saying a lot. She just wants to come in and say hello to you and let you know. Her reason for coming, she says, is just to let you know that she's around. That's what she wants to do, let you know that she's around, and also that she's listening to you. Before she goes, she's just given me a lovely sunrise. She's just said to me, oh, somebody likes the sun rising. So somebody watches their sunrises and sunsets, and she's just given one to you, but yours is a sunrise. It's like symbolic. She's changed it now to being solid, symbolic for you rising. All right, so watch for that as well. She's acknowledging that. Before she goes, just saying to you, you're doing a good job, you're doing okay, you're doing okay. Carry on as you are, she says. Carry on as you are. And it's like they'll direct you on the path that you're supposed to go, and that's how she's leaving it. Okay, blowing you a kiss. So I hope that's okay for you, Heather. I'll leave that with you. Cheryl. Is Cheryl on here as well? I'm getting shouted Cheryl now. Cheryl with the mom. I've got a lovely mom in spirit that's shouting at Cheryl down here. So if there's a Cheryl online or somebody called Cheryl that can take a mom in spirit, let me know. She's just said to me, this mom's just said, she's around, she's around. Where's Cheryl? Where's Cheryl? So I don't know if there's no Cheryl on here at the moment. Lovely mom who's shouting for Cheryl. She's around, she's listening, she's listening. So if there's a Cheryl on here, tap us up to Richard, tap a message up to Richard, or perhaps you haven't come on yet, but I've got a mom here. So I need Cheryl that's got a mom in spirit. But if I'll carry on. Hiya, Pat, how are you? I'll carry on while we're waiting. But if Cheryl comes on, if anybody knows a Cheryl that's missing their mom in spirit, because Cheryl's mom is saying that Cheryl's been a bit tearful recently. So that's obviously why the mom is coming through. Let me know, give me a shout. Okay. Tina Mills, have you got a mom in spirit? I've got a lovely lady that's gone vroom for you, and I've just seen your picture as Richard's put it up there. Lovely lady in spirit for you. I'm going to come to you, Tina, because this lady's just gone vroom. Cousin Cheryl, mom in spirit. Cousin Cheryl. So it might be for you then, Sandra, to pass the message on. We'll just come back a minute to, I'll come to you in a minute, Sandra, because I want to go to this other lady that's Tina that just went thump, somebody straight to you, Tina, a lovely lady coming in for you. Now, this lovely lady he's bringing loads of perfume around you. So you should be smelling perfume, Tina, from a lovely lady that comes to you in spirit, who also likes her. She's being very, I want to say mummish, but ladyish really, because she's bringing this lovely smell of perfume, but she's also bringing with it, there you go, lovely flowers and also butterflies. She's very, you know, ladylike, you know what I mean? Like, it's all the pretty things, but she's bringing that around you. And she's telling me she's bringing, if that's you on the picture you see, Tina, I'm drawn to your picture, Tina, because I can see you're all in black. You're in black. Okay, so she's come for you with all these beautiful, lovely, colourful things, Tina, to try and uplift you. I think that's why she's bringing this. Thank you for my prayers, she's saying, or thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your prayers, she says to you, Tina. Thank you for your prayers. I do hear you. I do hear you. I don't know if you kind of like shouted or sometimes, Tina, because she's having a bit of a giggle as if you kind of go, Mum, Mum, that type of thing. And she's saying, I do hear you. I do hear you. You don't have to shout. You don't have to raise your voice. But she's doing it in a lovely way, Tina. She's having a lovely giggle. Now she's talking about, okay, she's talking about teeth. She's gone on to teeth now. She's talking about somebody has been mentioning they would like their teeth whitened or straightened or do. You know, you do laugh, you do shout at her. So she's laughing. But she's been listening to this conversation about white teeth, white teeth. She's having a bit of a giggle like that. But with the teeth, she's also mentioning somebody that used to take their teeth out and like put them in a jar. All right, Sterident, use the Sterident. She's having a bit of giggle about that as well. Now she's coming back to you, Tina, but she's talking about the time when, I don't know if she means you or somebody else, the time when somebody, when she passed, somebody used to smell her clothes. She's going like this with me with scarves and clothes, as if somebody used to smell her clothes. She's talking to me about that as well. Oh. She's just said to me, letters to be wrote, Tina, letters to be wrote. So I don't know if you write the old-fashioned way, but she's talking about letters. Communication needs to happen. She's saying communication needs to happen. So there's some sort, you'll know what she means. Communication needs to happen. She's bringing people together. She wants people to come together because she's talking about people drifting. Not in a falling out type of way, but it's like I'm spread out all over the place. So I don't know if you've got relatives that are spread out, Tina, and your mum's kind of drawing them all back in or something. But she's talking about communication needs to happen. I mean, she's doing it the old-fashioned way because she is writing her letters and she is stamping them, putting stamps on them. She's talking about pen pals. So I don't know if you remember your mum having a pen pal. Okay, I don't know if you remember her having a pen pal because she's talking about that now. She's just sometimes I try and avoid reading on screen unless Richard tells me to, but she's just drawn me to your comment there. Oh my God, a scarf. And you know what she's done with the scarf, Tina? She's put, you know, like you can, I don't know if there's a ring or something, you put your scarf through it to hold it in place. She's putting one of those on. So I think somebody had one of those. I don't know what you call them, a scarf kind of holder thing. You know what I mean? She's talking about having one of those with a scarf or something. Okay. There's a watch that don't work, she's saying. There's a watch that don't work. Somebody's overwound it, she's saying. Somebody's overwound it. So I don't know if this is a memory or it's happening now, but that's what she's coming out with. There's a watch that don't work and somebody has overwound it, she's saying. Watch your knees, she's saying. Watch your knees, she's saying. Just as though they're achy a bit. It's like if you're on the floor, Tina, you know, bending down or something, or you're kneeling. It's your knees she's bothered about. She's talking about that. She's gone into swimming now. Now she's talking about somebody that's very good at swimming, but very good at front crawl. They're very good at front crawl, you know what I mean? And she's talking to me about that. She's laughing at me now because I can't get my words out. She wants to give you a memory of camp coffee. Do you remember the camp coffee in the jar, the runny, the liquid stuff? She's got a memory of that she's talking about on white horses. She's trying to show me an old TV program, but I can't remember what it's called. There was an old TV program on about white horses. There was a girl that was a star in it, but she used to run this kind of equestrian or horsey thing. But your mum's singing a song from that, On White Horses. It's called I Want to Ride Away or something like that. So I don't know if it's the actual program, the white horses, the song, but there's some link to that. Sometimes, Tina, I use it as symbolic for somebody that would just like to sometimes feel as though they want to run away, you know what I mean, for a while and have a bit of peace and quiet. So take that how you want to, but On White Horses is the song. Okay, I just want to come to let her know that I'm around. You should have dreamt about a Tina. If not, there's going to be a dream coming up. If you dream of somebody in spirit and it is quite vivid and you're having this conversation with them, it is a visit. They're trying to let you know they're around and they're okay. So she's talking about this dream. She's also just wanting to mention that Bill is up there with her. So Bill is up there, and there's also a Joe up there as well. And also she's got, I mean, I live on a marina, but for some reason she wants to give you a marina. But your marina is where there's big yachts and things like that. But watch for the link for the marina that she's talking about where there's yachts. I don't know whether somebody's going to be visiting or you've got a link. You'll find out all these things, don't worry. But she's just acknowledging you're around. You need to drink more water, apparently, Tina. She's talking about more water. So I'm going to leave her love with you. I think she's going now. I just wanted to say hello, she's saying. So I'll leave her love with you. I hope that was okay. I'll leave that with you. Who was the other thing? Cheryl. Have you found a Cheryl yet? Not yet. Any messages from my daughter, please? Cousin Cheryl, Mum in Spirit. She's shouting. Is it Cheryl's Mum in Spirit, you mean? Yeah, because she's shouting for Cheryl. If it's for you, Sandra Grainer, this mom, so it's your auntie then, is it? But anyway, Mum is talking about Cheryl down here, and she's just said to me, I need to get to Cheryl. I need to let Cheryl know that I'm okay. So I don't know if Cheryl's been shedding tears or she's a bit worried or something like that. But, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, apparently, Cheryl has not been feeling her mum around her so much. I think that's what she's getting at. So Cheryl has not been feeling her mum around so much, and her mum has come to say, I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay, that's why then. Okay, so she's obviously been talking to her mum, and her mum wants to let her know that she's okay. Now, you've just told me Cheryl's poorly, so she must be having, because your mum is like, trying to cool her down. She's putting she's calling it cool compresses, but she means like a flannel on her head. So she must be running a bit of a temperature or something, because the mum is trying to cool her down, putting things on her head. So she's acknowledging that she is around. Oh, just because I haven't been answering doesn't mean to say I'm not there, she wants to say. All right, Sandra. So if you can pass that message on, that'll be lovely. She also wants to thank her for the candle she lit for her. Okay, so obviously Cheryl's lit a candle for her mum, and her mum wants to say thank you for that. I'm not saying it's her passing because she's not told me, but she's saying that there is an anniversary of her passing coming up. So watch for the anniversary of her passing. She just mentions that, and she says that September means something. So I'll take it's in September. All right, she's talking about September means something, okay? Things will pick up. Sandra, if you just tell her that things will pick up, things will pick up. Don't worry, be happy. You know that song, she's singing that song to me. Don't worry, be happy, things will pick up. And before she goes, it's a strange thing to give her, but she wants to give her licorice, because it's like Cheryl should know somebody, and it's a gentleman in spirit that loved his licorice. And she'll also know a gentleman in spirit that smoked a pipe as well, because I think Cheryl's going to have the smell of pipe back here around her as well. Okay. So she's acknowledging the fact that watch for Cheryl. So she'll have this lady around her, a mum around her, but also a gent that had the smoke backy. He's around her as well, so she may well smell that around whilst she's getting healing. Okay. Tell her not to think she's going mad when she smells the backy. It's just that spirit are giving her a little bit of healing, so that's what she's going to smell. Okay. But don't think you're going mad, because you're not. Also putting lovely angels around her as well. All right then. So I'm going, well, she's going now. She's just said to me, I'm going now. Just tell her that we're around. She also wants to thank you, Sandra, for passing on the message on her behalf. Okay, so that's nice. It's lovely to be a messenger. I think it's a real privilege for Spirit to come and say, could you tell her to pass on the message? I think it's lovely. So she's sending you lots of love as well. So she's going now. Okay. Okay. Now I've got a gentleman. I've got a gentleman with me called Bill. My dad's name, but it ain't him. But a gentleman with me called Bill, and he's talking to me about being a granddad. Obviously a dad as well, but I think he's talking about being a granddad because he's looking for a grandchild here to talk to. So if anybody's got a granddad called Bill in spirit, let me know who's coming through. He's a bit of a joker. He's telling me he's a bit of a prankster. That's what he's calling himself. And he's come through, he says, because there's things been going on in the houses that people can't explain. Oh, it's me, he's saying. Oh, it's me. I'm just trying to let them know that I'm around and I'm okay. So if anyone could take Bill, pass the message up to Spirit. But he's quite jolly, like I say. Oh, it's me that's moving stuff around just to get people's attention. Now, the first memory he's bringing is a real fire. So somebody that he wants to talk to has got this memory of a nice real fire as well that he's bringing as well. But it's Bill here. I don't know if it's you yet, May. Can you take the rest of it as well? But he's bringing this real fire with me. And he's also talking about toasting things. You grab this memory of toasting things in front of this fire. But whoever he belongs to, he's saying that somebody down here, you've got to have had things going on in your house that you can't explain, because he's kind of playing up to try and make himself known. So there's some sort of spiritual activity going on in your house at the moment. That's what he's saying. He's also telling me, Bill is also telling me that somebody here, hold on then, May, somebody here is interested in the paranormal. That's what he's just said to me. Hey, somebody. Right, okay, well, my dad's uncle was called Bill, but this is a granddad that he's talking about. But see if you can take the rest, Gillian. We're trying to narrow it down at the moment. But he's talking about somebody's interested in the paranormal. Somebody's interested in the paranormal. Also, he's making me, somebody has also got squeaky floorboards or something, because he's making me move. Ah, that's better, because he said he was a granddad. Can you take the rest, Jacqueline? He's also talking about somebody that has got squeaky floorboards. So you may well have heard your floorboards going as well. Hold on then, Jackie. See what I mean by yes? Put yes, I can take such and such, so we know I'm with you. I'll stick with you for the moment then, Jackie. But he's talking to me about squeaky floorboards. Now he's just said to me, no, don't think it's Rebecca. I'm more drawn to Jackie at the moment. Stick with you, Jackie. If we've got a double link, I'll split it in the end, but I'll concentrate on Jackie at the moment. I think it was Jackie, wasn't it? But Jackie, hopefully you can take these squeaky floorboards, okay, because he's talking about that. You obviously need a little bit of healing, Jack. Hang on, Jackie. Your nan's here as well. He's just passing me on to your nan, Jackie, who's giving you some healing. She thinks you need a bit of healing because she's talking about stuffy heads. You know, like we don't drink enough water or something, we get a bit stuffy. She's talking to me about dehydration. So the granddad is bringing in the nan to give you this little bit of healing and advise you, as he's just said to me, to drink a little bit of water. Okay, drink some more water, just telling me that. Somebody apparently likes apple juice as well, because going back to granddad, he's talking to me about apple juice. You know, in the cartons in the fridge, he's took out a carton of apple juice for some reason, wants me to give you that. What is this? He's trying to It's trying to sing me a song, but I'm not quite getting it. It's talking to me, Jackie, about a railroad as well. There's some link, I'm not quite getting this, but he wants me to give you a railroad. So I think there must be some sort of link by the look of it with the railways in your family somewhere. So you'll find that out, because he's telling me that somebody is going to be looking into the family tree. So watch for the railway connection that's around you as well. Also, he's playing with my nose, getting very irritating. So if you're doing a lot of this, they're trying to get your attention, Jackie. So watch for playing with your nose. The name Violet will mean something as well. In spirit, the name Violet will mean something to you. And a lovely lady in spirit that connects with lavender wants to come around you. She's got this strong connection with lavender, she's saying. She likes it, but she's also talking about the lavender bags. Okay, also talking to me about the lavender bags. So they've got connection with making the lavender bags as well, but also growing the lavender in the garden as well. So there's that kind of memory that your granddad and this lady in spirit is bringing through to you as well. There are a lot of dogs in spirit, Jackie, belonging to your family. He's just said to me, there's a lot of dogs in spirit, and he's kind of bringing them from big dogs all the way down to little dogs. I can see a golden retriever, and I'm going down. So there is what is that? There is a cocker. I don't know if it's a cocker or a King Charles Spaniel in spirit that belong to somebody as well, but they're just bringing the dogs in to say hello to you. Also, the name Olive from spirit, there you go. The name Olive from spirit will mean something as well. And like the lady I spoke to before, dreams, they want me to talk to you about dreams and visits from spirit in dreams. So watch for your dreams, Jackie, and know that if you're having this conversation with them, it's them trying to say hello to you. In our own way, they've just saying. Also watch for things moving. They're quite capable of tapping pictures on the wall and watching making them stew if. So watch for that as well. Don't worry about the dogs, you'll find them, or somebody will tell you about them, but they're bringing loads of dogs. Watch for things happening in your house when they're trying to let you know what's going on, or trying to let you know they're there. Anything more? Before I go, I've just been told to go back. We've got a nursing link, Jackie, but it is going back. It's going back in your family. I can't see what. It's the time when, I think it's the 20s or the 20s, 30s, 40s, that kind of era, because I can see the great big metal beds. All right, so you've got a link that's going back that far. They don't usually tell me how far, but they are for some reason, so you'll probably find it. Also, Arthur in spirit wants to say hello. They just want to send you their love. They just told me that you know spirit are around anyway, so I know I don't have to say too much to you, but they're just wanting to send their love and let you know that they're around. Okay, they're going now. They're all waving like this. I can see them all doing this type of thing, Jackie, as they're waving. So watch for the signs, they're saying. Watch for the signs. Okay, so they're sending their love. Right, I've got somebody else shouting at me now. Who is this? I've got a lovely lady shouting at me, Nan and Mum, obviously. Nan is shouting the name Archie. Archie is down here. She connects to somebody who's related to somebody called Archie. I think Archie is a youngster. So if anybody's got a nan or a mum in spirit that connects to the name of Archie down here, a youngster, let us know. She wants to speak to you. Hi, Nadine. She wants to talk to you. So I need a nan or mum in spirit with the name Archie as a connection down here. And also the link of somebody's been talking about getting new shoes for a youngster. Somebody's been talking about getting new shoes for a youngster, this lovely lady is saying. And she's been listening to that conversation. And with that, she's bringing in, half of you won't remember that because half of you on here are a bit young. But when we were young, we used to have the brown leather sandals with like cutouts in the toes. and like a cross where the strap went across, and she's bringing the memory of that. So she's going back to the 60s, 70s, this lady is, but she connects to somebody down here called Archie, but it don't look as though somebody, it's not a dog, it's a person. It looks like a young lad to me down here that she's connecting with. Nobody else, Richard? Not yet. Oh, and he is living. A youngster called, she told me it's a youngster though. My uncle is Archie and he is living. It's a youngster. She's making me look to a youngster. But let me carry on a little bit more because I can get it wrong. She's talking about the sandals. So I don't know how old you are, Lynn. My granddad is Archie, but I have mum in spirit, but my granddad is Archie, but in spirit. Well, she's pointing down here, so there's an Archie link down here that she's talking to about. I'll give you a little bit more because she's talking to me about these sandals. There must be something about these sandals. Somebody must have worn these sandals with a cutout, leather sandals with a cutout. All right, she's talking to me about that as well. Also, the name Joshua means something as well. There's a link to the name Joshua and a link to the name Archie with this lovely lady in spirit that she's looking for as well. She's looking for a lady on here to talk to as well, she tells me. There's a lady on here that she needs to talk to. There is a link to Australia as well. She's bringing that link in as well. All right, hiya Arlene Becker. If nobody can take her, I'll move on quickly because we don't want to dwell on it. I'm 55 and my uncle is 80 odd. You see, she's talking about youngster. That's the trouble. She's showing me them as a youngster. I feel like it's a young lad. So I'm going to leave it as young lad because I don't want to change it because she keeps pointing to a youngster down here. There will be, when somebody's watching this back, if you've got a mum in spirit or a grandma and she's connecting with, perhaps I'm still with Jackie then. That's more like it. That is more like it, Jackie, because I want the young lad, my friend's mum in spirit. It might be you, Jackie, that she's just popped in to say hello then. I'm going to give it to you because the others can't take it and I do want a young lad. I'm going to give it to you, Jackie, to tell your friend that her mum's popped in to say hello. She's not going to say much. I think she just wants to pass the message passing on that she's acknowledged them and the son. All right. So I'll leave that bit with you then. Emma, I know Archie and Joshua as both youngsters and linked to Australia. I can't remember. Sometimes when I get things, it goes out my head. Emma, can you take the rest? Have you got the gran or the nan in spirit? Oh, there's loads of people coming up now, ain't there? My friend's mum. It's all passing on messages, isn't it? Who do you want to speak to? Not a friend. I know young Archie and connect with Joshua, a young boy who passed away. No, they're telling me to just go like this now. There's too many. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting confused now. I think spirit are getting confused as well. I'm going to just leave it. I'll move on from this because I reckon I must have gone with the other lady. I'll move on from it because I might have somebody else in a minute. We've got here Barbara. Mum called Barbara. I've got a Barbara in spirit, a mum. All right, wants to speak to daughter on here. She's just telling me. Barbara in spirit and connects with the Salian army for some reason. She's got links to the Salian army as Barbara in spirit, and she wants to look. She's looking for a daughter on here. So if anybody's got a mom in spirit called Barbara with this link, I think it's a charity link to the Salvation Army, something like that. She's actually bagging clothes up, so I don't know whether she used to donate or somebody down here has donated to the Salvation Army link, and that's where the link is. But Barbara in spirit wants to speak to a lady on here, so if you've got the connection, let me know. She's also bringing the month of May as meaning something as well, and also July as meaning something. And she's talking about cancer as well, so there's a condition called cancer, cancerous condition around Barbara as well that she's bringing in. Is Barbara, and teeth. Oh, is it? Right, link to Australia. Right, yeah. Gran in spirit, okay. So if anybody could take Barbara as well, let me know. I know, Emma, you've took. Is this so I'm getting confused now because Emma's talking about. Emma, have you got a Barbara in spirit or not, or has somebody else got Barbara? Barbara's talking about cancer as well. She's bringing in cancer. So there's a condition around her with cancer as well. She's talking about that. Obviously, you want to talk to a girl down here or a lady down here. Mum, Barbara, Sandra. Now, yeah, we had Sandra earlier, but she was a messenger, weren't she? And I wondered whether, because sometimes, Sandra, if you're the messenger, sometimes they will usually bring somebody in for you, but at the time they didn't, did they? So perhaps your mum's coming in quickly now. We'll check it's for you. Pass with cancer. Wants to come back. This is what you get for passing on messages, because they always try and get a message through for you. So we'll stick with you then, and your mum, your lovely mum. Okay, Laurie. I'll come back with you in a minute, Laurie. Let's go to the other lady first. So, Mum, Barbara, for you then, Sandra. Okay, coming round with a lovely smell of perfume around you. So you should be smelling perfume. Now, your mum likes perfume, but she likes roses as well. So she's coming with that kind of smell around you. She's bringing all sorts of flowers. Okay, so when your mum comes around you, Sandra, yeah, she's making me laugh because she's just talking about something else. You'll smell like perfume or roses around you. She's making me laugh, Sandra, because she's just said to me, somebody's been on the red wine. Somebody's been on the red wine. So I don't know if it's you with the red wine or she's been watching somebody else and she's having a bit of a giggle. Somebody's been on the red wine and she's just put a glass to her mouth and she's gone, oh. So she's obviously watched somebody that's had this cheap, like red wine and they didn't like it. So watch for that because she's having a bit of a giggle as well. She's just said to me, somebody's got toothache, Sandra. Somebody's got toothache. They need to get it sorted. They need to get it sorted. They've got a loose tooth, she's just said to me. They've got a loose tooth. So watch for that around you that your mum's talking about as well. Oh, there's a house move, she's saying. Oh, there's a house move. Now, it's not you, Sandra. It's somebody around you where you'll be helping somebody to move. So watch for that. In fact, your mum's just said that you will be helping to make the decision or helping them to make the decision as to whether to move or not. Bonnie, Scotland, she's just said to me, Bonnie, Scotland. So there's obviously a link to Bonnie, Scotland. She's actually took me to Edinburgh. So watch for the link to Edinburgh as well. She's saying, oh, my fingers are getting cold. She's just said to me, oh, my fingers are getting cold. And she's put on me those fingerless gloves as if somebody wears them, but it doesn't keep their hands warm. So somebody suffers with cold hands. I think that's what she's trying to tell me as well. Now, the name Ellie will mean something to you as well. She's just said, oh, mention Ellie. So watch for that name as well. She says, I've also met up here with Rodney as well. So there's a Rodney in spirit, okay? So watch for them as well. She's obviously, if you're wearing the gloves then, Sandra, she's obviously worried about your cold hands. She's talking to me about that. Oh, she's talking about hands now because she's just told me about somebody suffering with brittle nails, she's saying, just mentioning that. Oh, somebody needs a bit of iron, Sandra, a bit of iron. She's talking about that as well. Linking it nicely now because she's gone from iron to irons and ironing clothes. But she's talking about the old-fashioned iron that's going back years, not with the lead on, but somehow you used to heat them up. I don't know if you put them on a fire or something like that, but she's taking me right the way back to somebody that used one of these heavy irons that you used to heat up somehow. So there's a memory there for you that she's talking about as well. Buttercups and daisies, she's just said to me. Oh, it's, you know, we used to make the chains, the daisy chains. Now your mum is doing daisy, buttercup. So somebody must have been doing those and alternating whatever the flower was because she's bringing that as well. George in spirit wants to say hello to you as well. A lot of names coming up. Mabel, okay, she's talking. You've got one, have you? Mabel, so your grandma, if it belonged to your grandma, Sandra, I'd say hello to your gran because she's obviously there as well. But Mabel in spirit as well, and also Joan in spirit. Also the name Spencer. I don't know whether that's the first name or I think it's the surname by the look of it. And they're throwing names at me, Sandra, so you're going to find these names somewhere. The surname Hennessy will mean something. There's a gentleman, your mum said there's a gentleman that used to like Jack Daniel's whiskey as well. She's talking about that to me as well, so she's acknowledging that. She's doing this with your hair, Sandra. I don't know what you've done with your hair, but she's kind of just it up a little bit or something, doing this type of thing. So I don't know if you've been doing something and she's watching you. It's like I want to zhush my hair up a little bit, and that's what she's doing with your hair. Okay, anything else? I wanted to pop in and say hello because obviously somebody's been talking about her. There's an anniversary of her passing coming up. She's just gone to me next month because I said, oh, you mean September? And she's gone, no, October. So there's an anniversary of her passing in October as well. And also there is an anniversary in April as well, she says, April. There's a trip to, where are you taking me? There's a trip to Marbella. Okay, so watch for the trip, and I think this is coming up. Okay, trip to, she's talking to me about that as well. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. She says, I haven't got no specific message. I just wanted to pop in and say hello, she's saying, and let you know that I'm around. But you sense spirit anyway, so you're well aware. You should be well aware that they're around. Before she goes, for some unknown reason, she wants me to give you pixies, but they're like naughty pixies, and I don't know what they're doing all around you, Sandra. No, nothing horrible, but she's giving me these naughty pixies running riot around you, so I don't know what that means, if it's symbolic. Obviously, hang on. Irish pixies or something, so take that how you want to take it, but it's not bad. But she wants to send her love. Okay, I'm sending me love, she's saying. Joe's up here as well, but I'm sending me love, and she's leaving you with that. Okay, she's going, waving. All right, Sandra. I've just got to give you butterscotch sweets because somebody in spirit used to like them. Butterscotch sweets before I go. And I think that's it. So I think I've about done for tonight. So I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for joining us. We've got somebody on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Laurie. Oh, sorry, Laurie, sorry. Right, hang on. Yes, I haven't quite finished yet, have I? Richard's just reminded me. Sorry, Laurie. I will come back to you. Barbie's my best friend. She had breast cancer. Hang on a minute then, Laurie. Let's see if we can get her back. She made me laugh. She's just said to me, I'm here, I'm back. So Barbara then, for you then, Laurie. Let's see if she's going to come and talk to you. She's lovely. Oh, she says, oh, she's been looking at photographs of me. Happy times, she's saying, happy times. So she's been watching you, looking at photographs of her. Okay, happy times. Happy times. Is it you with the wine, is it? But she's talking about happy times. She's talking about you feeling a little bit sad. You know, I'll tell you exactly how she worded it, Laurie. She says, oh, she's been moping a little bit. Okay, so you obviously miss her. You've been moping a bit. She says, but I'm here, and I'm okay. So it sounds like you've been sending your prayers up to her, Laurie, and asking her if she's okay. And she's saying, I'm here and I'm okay. All right. So she's talking about that. She's just gone with my hair and she's doing that kind of thing. So somebody used to do that with the hair, twist their hair. Oh, hang on. Did you used to play with it? It's like Laurie, she's talking about you playing with her hair or something to do with her hair or something. Somebody used to play with her hair when she weren't very well or do something with her hair or something. Have you gone, Laurie? Okay, no response, but Hopefully, Laurie, you can take it. Just know that she's around. Oh, you must have looked after her, because she wants to say thank you for looking after her. Okay. And I'm sending my love. And she just wants to say, I will be back. So if you're watching this, Laurie, she will be back. She'll chat with you. Oh, you're here? Okay. We nearly went then. Yeah, we nearly went then, Laurie, because I didn't think you were there. But she's talking about, what else do you want to say? Oh, hang on. She's totally changing the subject. Scrambled eggs on toast, Laurie. Somebody likes scrambled eggs on toast, and that's what she actually wants me to give you. So she's obviously aware of them. She wants me to put, okay, she wants me to put glasses on you, Laurie. So she's talking about your eyes. I don't know whether she means you want an eye check or you need new glasses or both, but she's putting new glasses on you. Oh, hang on, it might be symbolic as well, because she's talking about, you know, how we look through glasses and it makes everything clear. I think there's a bit of, hang on, she's trying to explain it to me, bless her. To bring, gosh, this is quite posh for me, to bring clarity into your life, she's putting these glasses on you. So it's symbolic in meaning. I'll leave that with you. She's just said to me, ants in your pants make your belly dance. Oh, we used to say that when we were young. And she's saying, ants in your pants make your belly dance. I don't know what that means to you, but we used to have a laugh with that. And she's bringing back memories of, I don't know if it was her era, Andy Pandy and that kind of, oh, the wooden tops, she's just told me, the wooden tops, Andy Pandy. But she says she's telling me this because she's trying to bring a smile. She says that you've lost your smile a little bit. In fact, she's actually said she's lost a grin a little bit. So I don't know if you used to grin a lot, Laurie, but she's saying you've lost that, hang on, you've lost that little sparkle. She's saying you've lost your sparkle. Come on, get out and about, she's saying. Come on, get out and about. Enjoy yourself, she's saying. Look at Amanda. There's an Amanda down here that she actually knows that she's talking to me about. She's mentioned Amanda, so you'll find out where that is. Barbara's actually got a baby with her in spirit as well, Laurie. So I don't know, it feels like it's hers, but she's got a baby with her that she knows of as well. She's talking about that. Don't worry, she says, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. She's talking about a frame, as if, I don't know if you've already got a frame in a picture, you know, a picture in a frame, but she's talking about a frame, or somebody has changed a frame on a picture or something, Laurie. She's bringing that in as well. She comes with a certain smell, another one with a nice perfumey smell. Oh, hang on. She actually likes like Lynx aftershave, the bloke stuff. Okay. Because she's talking, I said to her, what perfume do you come with then? And she says, Lynx. And she's talking about the man stuff, you know what I mean? So you may have a whiff of that around you when she comes. Oh, she says, I don't like to be like the others, she's saying. So it isn't going to be perfume with her. It's obviously going to be a lynxy smell that she's going to bring with you as well, to you. She's linking you with Australia. There's somebody wants to go to Australia. Somebody's been on about Australia, she's just said to me, and also a link to Lincolnshire as well. She's talking about that. And you've got a connection with the trains. What's this connection? Oh, she's just telling me that somebody loves to go on train journeys. She's just bringing that. Oh, there's actually, she's just saying to me, Laurie, there's a tale of somebody that went on a train that didn't have a ticket and actually done a runner. So I don't know where that is, Laurie, but she's got this memory of somebody doing a runner because they didn't have a train ticket. So they've obviously made their journey and then legged it through the whatever, you know, the things. It's making me laugh. George is here as well. She says George wants to say hello to you, and also Bill wants to say hello to you as well. But we just want to come and say hello. She's saying, oh, I just want to let you know that I'm still around. I'm still around in spirit. She's just said to me, I'm still around in spirit. You know I'm here. Don't doubt it. Oh, don't doubt it. She's saying that I'm still around you. You'll know. I think she's going to play with your hair. So watch for your hair getting tugged, Laurie, because she wants me to tug my hair as if that's how she's going to come to you. All right. So she's going now. She's leaving her love with you. Me, I have no ticket. Oh, you see, they know everything, don't they, Spirit? So that's good evidence for you, Laurie, that she's give, just to make sure you know it's her. Anything else? Going now, she says, I'm going now, but I'll be back. Like Arnie, I'll be back, she says. So she's sending you a love. So I hope that was okay. I think I've covered everybody now. Yeah, we're going now. Okay. Your sister will be there. Don't worry, Laurie. Your sister will be there, but obviously Barbara wanted to come in, so perhaps your sister will come another time. But if Barbara's okay, your sister will be okay as well, so don't worry too much. She'll come when she's ready. Okay, so I'm going now. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Well, I won't, but I think it was, who was it? I can't remember. Gillian Baker tomorrow night at 8 o'clock if anybody wants to tune in, and I'll see you again in a couple of weeks. So bye-bye for now. Bye.